Hey, 2025 is just around the corner, and there is something that I have been trying to run away from, to get rid of, to free myself. And throughout the days, maybe in the past 100, in the past 200 days, I have been filling books, filling journals, journaling every single day, and trying to find out the same thing. How can I quit my procrastination, all this scrolling, this thing, this small metal box that seems nothing at first, but it's something that you can't live without. You open social media, you open Instagram, I open YouTube, TikTok, and I scroll for hours. I scroll, I procrastinate, and it seems like that it causes me to feel anxious, it causes me to feel overwhelmed. I can't get a clear view of my goals, of my dreams, and it feels like that this is the only thing that is stopping me away from doing what I want, from reaching the goals that I want, from reaching the achievements, the aspirations that I think about every single day. And I believe that if I'm someone that has been dedicated for 100 days, for a few months in a row, consistently, and I still can't completely get rid of these actions, I think that there is people, someone like you, that struggles even more. I see all the creators on Instagram or YouTube doing extremely well. You probably see this yourself. You see all the money, you see them showing your cars, you see them showing money, all the watches, and they yell at you. There's one thing that they all have in common. They yell at you that you need to do something, they tell you the same exact self-improvement habits, but do they actually work? Like, have you tried to do them all? It feels very overwhelming and it feels like that you are missing on something. But I have tried those habits myself, from meditating to mindfulness to writing every single day in my journal, and I think that there were only 2 or 3 things that actually worked for me. I'm not 100% perfect. I still procrastinate, I still find myself scrolling on the phone, but I am trying to control myself. And the first thing that helped to do that was this. As you've probably seen, I have filled this book completely. And I started journaling around maybe 6 months ago, and I did that religiously every single day in the evening for 5 minutes. And I have already created a very good tutorial on how I do that. So basically it's very simple. You start with the day, with the date, and you tell something about your day. What did you do? What did you experience? What did you like? And what did you wrong? What were the habits that you wished weren't there? Maybe I watch porn, maybe I procrastinate too much. And if you are truly yourself, and if you manage to truly get it on the paper, you see that you tell yourself every single day that you need to stop, but somehow you don't. I myself probably have written more than 100 times that I need to stop my procrastination and I need to stop the scrolling, but it didn't just randomly vanish. And I believe that there is a lot of creators that lie to you. They all seem that they are doing very great, they all seem that they are doing all these habits, but in reality I don't see any single creator that is talking about their fears, that is talking about what they are doing wrong. It seems that they all are winning. Even though that I try to tell you that you need to stop procrastinating, I still find myself doing that. So I want today to be as transparent as I can, to really show you what it feels like and what it's really like to create content, to try to better yourself, and distance yourself from all these things that you see on social media. I don't want to be like everyone else. I don't want to put myself in the same templates that everyone is doing right now. All the motivational reels, the same music, and it all inspires you for 1 second. You get that quick, fast rush of dopamine, you feel happy, you feel motivated, but when it's actually time to sit down and to do the things that you wanted to do, let's say create content, let's say make videos, you wanted to start that hobby, you just can't. You can't. And then you understand that as much as there is motivational content on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, it does not help. So what I want to do here is I don't want to yell at you. I don't want to give the same self-improvement advices that I find not working. I just want to share what I am doing and only share to you and only give to you what worked for me. So journaling was the first thing, And when I say that journaling helped me, It helped me to think every single day more about my actions and more about my procrastinations. It's not that it helped me to completely quit my procrastination, but I managed to reduce it, let's say 80%. So that is already a major win before 2025. Now, the next thing that I started to do is, instead of setting these grand goals of, let's say I want to make 10,000 per month, or I want to buy this and that car. This year I decided to not set myself these goals, and I decided to give myself a challenge. So 100 days ago, I made this huge calendar where I wrote, just create 100. And my single goal was to create at least one video per day for 100 days. And now that this is the 99th day, I can say that it really changed me. It changed me a lot in that direction that I got completely distant myself from all the goals that you see on social media. I wasn't thinking about that money, I wasn't thinking about those followers. All I was caring about was to make at least one video per day and try to provide some help or value in it. Just show me, just give advice, just give as best advice as I can. And what it did to me is that I was completely free from this box that everyone puts themselves in. You see people saying that this month I have to reach 1,000 subscribers. Or you see people saying that this year I have to make 100,000 per month. And what this does is that it puts you in a box and you feel scared, you feel anxious to start. You see that your goal is just too big and it doesn't let you to start. You fear of something. Maybe you fear of rejection, maybe you fear that someone will see you. But when you set the goals of action, let's say to make 100 videos for the next 100 days, you get completely rid of those distractions. You get completely out of this box. You just create, you focus on creating, and you focus on way other things. You focus on what's real, on what you can control. And my road wasn't easy. The first 10 days just were horrible. I was very, very scared of what my family will think of me. Always thinking about, what if my friends sees me? But I did everything in silence. I searched for those moments where I am completely alone, and I was just using my mind as much as I can to make this goal happen. When you set something for yourself that really challenges you, you start to think of every possible way how to reach that. And the days went by, and I still didn't feel completely like myself. But I was learning some skills. I learned how to edit, I learned how to create videos, I learned how to speak in front of a camera. I know that it's not perfect, but I wouldn't be in this point, I wouldn't be sitting here if I did not make it. So you have to be grateful for every challenge that you set to yourself, and these challenges really move you forward. It's not some goal that you write in your book, you close the book, you put it aside and you forget. No, it's something that you see every single time. It's something that you think about every single day. These actions move you forward. So when I was around day 80 or day 85, I finally understood that this is something that I can make. And again, this is one of the things that you can't feel or you can't understand before you start. Before I started, I was reading about content creation. I was watching all the creators, but all I was thinking about how to script a video, how to make a perfect thumbnail. But I was completely not thinking about what it really feels like to create videos, how to be completely 100% you, how to speak in front of a camera that another person would find it interesting to listen about, entertaining enough to talk about. So there are some things that you cannot think of without doing. So that's why setting a challenge really helps. Now, I can probably think of the third thing that helped me to do all of those things mentioned, that helped me to go out of my comfort zone and start really thinking about what I do every single day, what habits I am doing, and how can I quit that. So it's a really hard talk with yourself. I believe that those apps, all the social media, wasn't created randomly, and it had some purpose. And someone behind all these apps made it so it's almost impossible to quit. They probably knew that one day someone will be trying to quit that. And how can we make the quitting harder? Well, we can add notifications, chatting with friends, and the constant need to feel validation. I know this myself, and I still struggle to this day to not think about what other people think about. I still want to feel accepted. I still want to feel accepted, and it's really hard to just be with yourself and not feel alone. So this is what social media fakes you in, and you constantly go on social media to see who is writing you, to check all the trends, And if you don't, you constantly feel that you are missing out. There's so much information, and I always feel that, oh, I'm missing on the next business model. I'm missing on artificial intelligence. And it's just endless. There are hundreds of thousands and millions of videos created every single day. And how can you not feel that you are missing out when you can't watch all of them? So this is another problem that I faced before starting, or just exactly when I started, is I wasn't completely focused on one thing. And this is the problem. Focus is the problem in the current world. We have all the social medias, we have all the creators creating every single day, and there is just too much information for you. And if you are someone that is easily affected by seeing all the goals, by seeing the money, by seeing the success, it can really get in your mind. And what does this is that you become unfocused. There is a reason why you can't focus to study, there is a reason why you can't focus to read, there is a reason why you can't focus to work out or start a new hobby. It's because that social media is constantly waiting for you. You wake up, you check your phone. You get a notification, you check your phone. And it's always when you open the phone and you see people doing something very great. And then you think of yourself, maybe I am not enough. What is that they are doing and I am not doing? And then you scroll, you continue to scroll. I continue to watch a lot of videos, feeling that I am searching of something. This is what you can find. And all the advices, all the videos, all the films, they won't help you. It's the need of awareness, of consciousness, to understand that focus is what you need. And this is what I'm trying to do. Every single day I'm trying to not pick up my phone. Every single day I'm trying to, even if I open social media, and even if I decide to scroll, I see a new business model, I see a new thing, I see a new trend, or I see a new thing in content creation, but what I'm doing is I'm saying to myself, I said to myself that I am creating content around procrastination. I want to help someone quit procrastination. So I have to distance myself, completely not look at all those artificial intelligence, completely not look at drop shipping, completely not look at crypto. You can't manage all things at once. If you want to start going further and get rid of all this bubble, you need to pick one thing that is closest to you and do this thing no matter what. You have to not look at other things, and let's say if you pick content creation, all you are doing is you are learning how to be better of yourself with content creation. You are not learning all the trends, all the captions, all the editing. You are learning just one thing. How can I speak to a camera? And that's it. This is what focus looks like. You pick a few things, you pick one problem, and you focus on it. And here's where I think that magic happens. After some time you learn to filter all the information. You see that it's all unnecessary. There is so much garbage. There is so much information going on, and you see that most of it is not relevant to you. You have to find what is relevant to you. If something that is important and relevant to you is content, or improving a few habits, or quitting a bad habits that you have, you are trying to find a person that has already done that or is going through right now. So this is what my content is. I want to try to be authentic here and not be like all the creators. I don't want to yell at you. I don't want to try to fit in the same structure, in the same template, in the same scripting, and just feel like you are watching another creator that is trying to sell something to you, or is trying to be not what he is. So with the 2025, there will be a lot of new creators. So if you are someone that wants to start something, if you are someone that wants to start content creation, even if you want to start all the businesses that you see on social media, there is no point in starting it if you are not going to be yourself. And it's actually really, really hard. It's probably the hardest thing on the camera to do, to be yourself. And I find this myself. I'm not always myself. I still try to be as motivating as I can. I still try to fit in some speaking manner, but I am working on it. I understand that it's bad, and I understand that I have to be myself. And if you can really get into this, to sit with yourself, to write about yourself, and I have created a few videos about that, how can you prepare for the 2025 by not setting yourself all these goals and by not doing all these habits that people tell you to do, but just writing about yourself, asking yourself a few questions, and trying to be as yourself as possible while answering them. So the whole purpose behind this video and behind why you are watching this is that I wanted to get this out of my head, because sometimes I feel down and sometimes I still feel that I am missing on something. But by making this video, I want to tell myself that I am not. I am not missing on anything. Everyone is different, and you can't fit the same advices and the same habits onto everyone, because that doesn't work. And you see this yourself. If all these advices really worked, you wouldn't even be watching this video. You would be already at the top, and you would be enjoying your life 100%. But the truth is that it's not like that. Therefore, we have to work on this together to really understand what's best for us. So here's a small plan of what I'm actually going to do before the 2025, and maybe you can get some inspiration from it. So today and tomorrow, I will be writing about myself in the journal. I will be reflecting on my 2024 by asking these few questions. I will ask myself how I felt this year. Did I move a little bit further? What actions really helped me to quit the procrastinations, to quit my bad habits, and what is something that completely changes me? Then I will be really thinking about all the whys behind your actions, all the whys behind the goals, and seeing what do I want. Because social media gives you 1,000 of things that you can choose from, but they're all not meant for you. So you can only grow when you find what you want. So this is what I'm going to do. Then I will try to set for myself as much of action goals as I can. So this will be content creation on YouTube. I will probably be creating one video per 3 days, or at least one video per week. I will be improving my speaking by filming every single day, and I will try to document this as authentic as I can. You could open my videos, you could relate 100%, and there would be exact steps that you can take. The exact steps that are realistic, that are actionable, and I hope that we can make it together in 2025 by being ourselves and being unique. So as an extra step, you can join our community, top link in the description. And I hope to find the best way of living together with you. See you later.